Now, before we get into this entertaining video, we would just like to remind you to like and subscribe.
Yes, please do like and subscribe.
Sunflowers! Well, hello there, everyone, and how are you guys today? Well, I'm here because somebody wanted me to do a reading on Lisa and Mingyu from 17. Now, it has been clarified. I know that there has been some well, I won't say it was a hot topic, but in quite a few videos, especially once I've started doing readings between BTS, Blackpink, and 17, that Mingyu has always been the topic of, I guess, concern in relation with BTS and in relation to Blackpink, and that's because allegedly, how does this go? I will put this person's comment here just in case I am not quoting it correctly. But Lisa used to work with a member from BTS at Celine, and then her contract expired, and now she's working at, which I just recently saw a video of her and Mingyu at this Bulgari. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It has like a weird V in the middle, but now she's a brand ambassador for that company, and so is Mingyu. So it kind of seems like it's a trend, but hey, maybe her and Mingyu just really click. If I just hadn't done a reading on Lisa and how her relationship is with Frederick, and it was pretty convincing that they were in a relationship, but like I said, everything is allegedly, and so were those photos. However, I would have done a relationship reading on Lisa and Mingyu, but it just seems like they are close friends. I even saw a picture while I was trying to do some research. I will place them right here, of him supporting Lisa during Rockstar. I'm like, oh my God, this is true. I'm like, they are definitely friends. And especially she was even being, I might even put a little clip of her, just doing a little to Mingyu and they laughing. It must be like some little inside joke. You know how Lisa can be. But all that to be said, so I'm going to be doing a reading on how Mingyu and Lisa's friendship is. So because of that, here's my card to represent Lisa, and I will put her in the middle. Now, I know I always pick one of the females to be the main central focus. I don't know, that could just be a bias due to my gender. However, this is going to represent Mingyu, so I'm going to I'm going to shuffle these cards, and then I'm going to slip him right in at the top, just to give him a possibility to show up, just in case. Well, I mean, I know they're friends, but I just want to see how he fits into her life at this moment, because we know he's supporting her, but also at the same time they are friends, and she does have supposedly a boyfriend. And if that is true, having guy friends while dating can get a little bit murky. So with that being said, let's see what is going on with Lisa. Can you teach me Japanese? I said hi. That's my nightlife. Maybe I'm a rock star. Okay. Also, I'm not sure if I raved about how Brand New Dia was good. I think I can definitely say, I think she has definitely branched out of K-pop. I don't know how she's going to fit herself back into the K-pop box when she has gone so global. But that's just my little tip for Lisa. So now that I've shuffled the cards, we're going to put Mingyu somewhere here towards the top. Alright, I'm not going to make it look that obvious like I'm trying to pick. So let's see. Alright, and let's see how Mingyu pops up. I have yet to do this where a card doesn't actually show up. Oh, wow. Okay, interesting. I'm almost a little nervous. Whew, I was almost nervous because when I saw the privileged ladies come up, I don't know. Apparently, Lisa and Ginny are on the offskirts at the moment. I'm not sure how true that is, but it honestly would make sense. Why? Since I mean, we saw Ginny support. Sorry about Mingyu for a second. We saw Ginny support Lisa for Rockstar, which was just a few months ago, but also at the same time, they post other pictures with the Blackpink members, but it's like, where's Ginny and Lisa? But anyway, all that to be said, I done a reading on Ginny and Lisa's friendship. You can guys look back at that. Hopefully it's not too outdated, or hopefully I didn't read that just right before they had their little beef. But with that being said, in the last reading that I did on Lisa, this same exact privileged lady popped up. So it is always, first and foremost, it will always be the best friend to the female partner, female person. So because this is Lisa, and also we have Mingyu down here, so this could also just represent somebody that because even though this is my center card and I'm focusing it all around Lisa and seeing how Mingyu fits into Lisa's life, I'm still going to read this as if this is Lisa and Mingyu and how does their energy come together in their current life. So this could also symbolize, since there's the opposite sex in here, a potential love interest. So with that being said, we're just going to and start off reading what is going on with Lisa at this very moment. Right off the bat, I'm just going to it just came right off because I'm trying to figure out what is going on over here. I think right before I read just a quick overview, I think that Mingyu, because he just happened to be, as I say, I forget to mention this in these videos, but the outer corners, I call them the outer corners, is like, if you think of it like a bubble. Okay, you got your personal bubble, but then you got your bubble. And the outer corners are like your bubble, which is basically how far you allow anything to like real, or like how close, or like how, like where's the cutoff that you put and draw the line where people cannot enter your circle, if you understand, or enter your bubble. So that's why I say the outer corners is the bubble. Like, you know what's going on, but it's not of your main concern. And that's where Mingyu fell in place. But because of that, he's also on the diagonal, which means he has some influence on Lisa. And what influence is he having on Lisa at this very moment? Well, just being a sunshiny, bright person in her life. Somebody that makes her happy, somebody that she can giggle, kiki, and haha with someone, to maybe talk about somebody with her heart troubles with, I'm not sure, but he could just brighten up her day, lighten the mood. She can make a joke and just Mingyu knows how to make her laugh, or just maybe she just authentically be herself. I'm not sure how it can be, but when Lisa gets around Mingyu, Lisa's energy just glows. That's the best way I'm going to put it. And almost for that, I wish this was a relationship reading. But who knows? Maybe there's some, like, tension that they're not addressing, or they just truly, really be friends. Because maybe he could be like the shoulder she cries on. I mean, who knows? Reciprocal, right? If friendship is a two-way street, he could do the same way. But I see right now at this very moment, now, with that being said, on how Mingyu plays into Lisa's life, let's see what's going on with Lisa's life. Well, right now we see that she is focused on a burden. She sees it coming, and this represents her future. So this is what's going to be coming before her. So whatever it is, it's something that's going to be weighing her down. And we're going to come back to that, because what is behind her, which is like her past, but like her past future. So it's like something that she has dealt with, and it's currently affecting her at this moment, and how she's going to make decisions later down in life, or later down in time, which will be her future. So this is like a chain of events. So basically, we see the moon card, and the moon card was right underneath the sun card, which is Who talk about heavy, right? But like I said earlier, Mingyu is somebody that can help her see through all the hard times and things that weigh her down. Just like this burden card. So whatever it could be going on with Lisa, and hey, who knows? Maybe it just could be true. Like a subscriber said that Jenny and Lisa seem to be in the offskirts, so maybe Lisa just might talk to Mingyu about her problems with Jenny. I don't know, but or maybe she could just talk about relationship problems, period, with Mingyu, because he's just, you know, one of the boys that she can talk to. But hey, that's Lisa's energy and that's Lisa's vibe. But she works it well. But what I see in her literal thinking, like what's currently like on her mind or weighing her down, that's not this burden that she will be able to address, handle, and see, and she sees it coming. And what is it that's weighing her down of this burden that she's going to be see coming? A privileged lady. Now, this could symbolize Jenny. This could symbolize just a best friend that Lisa has. I'm not going to limit Lisa's friendship circle. She could have more best friends than just Jenny. So we're going to say that this privileged lady is a friend, a close friend of Lisa's. Okay. I tried so hard, you guys. I couldn't, I was going to make that statement, but I'm going to have to retract that and say that this is Jenny, because the house card came up, and the house card symbolizes home, where you come from, what you're comfortable with. And funnily enough, when I get to this, right, that's what she's accomplished. That's something that she has, and that's something that she has in this privileged lady, whoever this female could be. I retract a statement earlier. This could be Jenny, or this could be some female that Lisa can confide in. And because of that, at this current moment, maybe whoever this privileged lady is maybe keeping Lisa to her roots. Maybe possibly that could be as she's going global and being a rock star and, you know, just being a new woman and finding herself with a brand new Dia. Did I drop enough? Did I drop enough like jokes in there? But all that to be said, Lisa's literally speaking through her music through the journey that she is going through. And because of that, she has somebody that is coming along in this journey with her. And it's not just Jenny, because what's also, well, it's not just this person. Well, whoever this female person is that has been with Lisa, I guess, through the hard times, has literally been there and feels like family to her, because that is what a house, the house is your home, where you feel comfortable. And guess what? Mingyu just happens to be in that card, just happens to be right next to the house card, which also, that's why maybe I could allegedly think that the privileged lady could be Jenny, because maybe the home symbolizes, like I said, tie her from her roots, even though she's not from Korea, she's from Thailand. But the fact that her identity of Lisa came out of South Korea, and Mingyu and Jenny just also are actors, idols. That's how we're going to call them. They're also idols in South Korea as well. So while she's going global and meeting all these different people, meeting everybody, she has people in her life that remind her of home, you know, maybe keep her sane when she is maybe feeling lost in the world even. Because, like they said, sometimes to find something, you gotta get lost. But all that to be said, I definitely see that Mingyu, before we move on to Mingyu and how he fits into her life in her future, because I'm going to save that one. What I see in her past, we had the Sun card, even though I said that it was like an indirect influence of how Mingyu can make her feel now, in the past still. Mingyu and Lisa's friendship, it has its ups and downs, Every friendship, relationship, partnership, workship is not easy. And because of that, it's going to have great times and it's going to have bad times. And maybe just it shows that it could show that they're literally just authentic in themselves, that they show that they have a friendship not only behind closed doors. I mean, really think about it. They are both, I think, the 97 line in their respective groups. So because of that, they're the same age, so they can relate to each other, connect with each other, understand each other. I mean, even though a year or two above or below your age, you're all still within the same generation, but I guess just to have somebody, especially in K-pop, that could just relate to you for just being born in the same year as you. And you guys literally, I guess, turn the same age together if you want to just think about it that way, even though there's different zodiac signs. Or not, I'm not sure of Mingyu. But all that to be said, because of that, they authentically have a relationship behind closed doors. And they also display their friendship to the public as well, so people know that Lisa and Mingyu get along very well. And even in public events, Lisa and Mingyu are, I won't say standing close to each other, but they definitely seem comfortable. He seems a little bit more respectable, but that could have just been the fact that they was at a business event. But you know how Lisa can be. But yeah, that video kind of just sparked me because they friends, but he just seems so serious. That could just be his personality. I'm not very familiar with Mingyu, but like that to all be said, they have a friendship behind closed doors and then also outside of the doors and in the public world. And with this courthouse right underneath that, symbolizing contracts or making decisions. That could even be I didn't want to say this earlier, but it seems to be a common theme that Lisa likes to surround herself with people she really enjoys. Who knows? I'm not saying she didn't enjoy herself being around with a member from BTS, but that could have just also been that same member of BTS that is suing people for allegedly having rumors out against him. But I could be wrong. Do not quote me on that one in particular. But what I do get down packed is Lisa left that maybe shortly after Mingyu left Celine and joined the same company that Mingyu was in shortly after Mingyu signed there and after she left. Just like once Blackpink took a temporary hiatus, I will call it, and do their own solo events at this current moment, that Jennie and Lisa just both happen to go to America and both happen to open up record labels. So it seems to be a common trend that she gets around people that are like-minded with her and also that she could connect with. So that's what this courthouse symbolizes, is the fact that she treasures Mingyu, his relationship, their friendship, what he has to offer her, maybe even what she offers him. It's a friendship is also a two-way street. So whatever they have, she treasures it. That's a friendship that, well, I'll say a relationship that she wants to keep. No matter where she goes in the industry. So because of that, she makes sure that those ties do not get cut and they do not drift away, even if that means that we have to be in the same company just so we can show up at the same events together, And hey, that's literally all she kind of knows, because being in a band, that's literally all you do is go to events together and be cliquey. That's like how y'all hang out in that sense. I mean, I'm sure idols hang outside of all of what idols have to do before and after debuting, but just saying that the fact that of going in public outings, being with a person that you are fond of, just it makes everything just a little bit better. It just makes working or coming into work just a little bit better. It just makes maybe writing music or just living in this part of the world just a little bit better, It just makes everything just soothe a little bit. And that's what this moon card is. And that's where she's coming from, and that's like the influence that Mingyu like has on her. However, now to talk about the future with Mingyu down here at the bottom, and what's right above him was that burden card that I said that Lisa's going to be approaching in her future. So the question is, what possible burden related to Mingyu could this be? Especially because she sees him as such, or they could see each other as such loyal friends. Maybe, I'm not sure if somebody like will come in between their friendship. Who knows? It could be just Frederick, or maybe Lisa left Frederick. I'm not too quite honest sure about what was going on over there. It was all allegedly and just rumor on the street. But for this burden card to be here, in between, if you remove this burden, we have Mingyu and we have the dog card, which is exactly on the track of how Mingyu shows up in Lisa's life and how they show up in each other's life, basically. That they show up in each other's lives as loyal companions, somebody that's always there. Hey, when you're sad, just go cry on your dog and your dog will allow you to cry on them. I mean, dogs have personalities, but just think of the concept of a man's best friend. Cry on your dog will be there, maybe even lick up your tears and just really want to cuddle you, give you love. They sense you and they want to, pour back into you and then, make you feel better. You could come talk to them. They can't understand and answer you, but just the fact that you have somebody to talk to, get it off your chest, really makes all the difference. But maybe just that closeness, and because they are the opposite sex, could pose as a problem, especially if she is trying to date the opposite sex. And like I said earlier, when you're dating, to just be specific with Lisa and females, if you're a female dating a male and you just happen to have male friends, especially ones that you are really close and can confide in, it's kind of like, why what do you need a boyfriend for? I mean, y'all just one step away from being like friends with benefits almost in that sense. So in that case, this is kind of like maybe like a side eye of how close their friendship is. I mean, I'm not saying she's going to drop Mingyu, and I'm not saying she's going to drop her relationship if she is in a relationship with whoever she's in a relationship with, because that will forever be a question mark until it is literally confirmed. So it's all just speculation here. But all that to be said, like I said, we definitely know this is Mingyu. This could be Jenny, or this could literally just be a best friend of Lisa that just reminds her of home, or somebody that she keeps in close proximity because it just makes her feel like home, and it's like a little piece of her. And because of that, that's like another way, like I said earlier, to keep herself sane as she's trying to explore, find herself, do her thing, you know what I mean? And really just living her life. I feel like that sentiment has now moved on from Lisa onto, I felt like that sentiment has moved on from Jenny onto Lisa, because that was what I was preaching for Jenny for like the last month or two, is sis is living her life. Now I'm sitting over here like Jenny, I'm like, Lisa is just living her life now. Like at first it was Jenny, but now Lisa is off popping, kicking it, thriving, surviving, everything. Literally the sun card. Lisa is booming, gleaming, shining the star, however you want to call it. She really is that it girl. And she has, even though she is out there in the public doing her thing, she takes home with her. Even in Rockstar, she gave homage to Thailand. So she is always going to remember who she is, where she comes from, why she's here, why she's here, how she's here, and who was with her. Because like they said, when you're going to the top, you gotta bring some people up there with you, and make sure to really suss and sniff out who's really there and authentically for you, even if it may just be two people that you have in your bubble, both inner bubble and bubble, just people you have in your bubble, is your way of staying true to yourself and honestly being authentic, maybe even humbled in that sense of the fact that of remembering of where you came from, and also just wanting to be there, wanting to work and savor these relationships as well, whoever they may be with. They are a part of Lisa. I guess they define Lisa because the house grooms you. So these people have had an influence and an impact on Lisa's life, and she just wants to keep them there, even if she goes through some burdens with them, even if they have their little spats, their little on and off. I'm not talking to you right now. You did this, I'm mad. Little tit for tat things, they always come to find a way back in the end. And when you just have somebody else to talk about and really complain and vent about your problems, that can help you with another person. Because sometimes, that can also be bad, because it's really best to really talk about your problems with the person you have the problem with. Sometimes just having an outside advice to really help you see a different perspective, because maybe you think one way and you get another perspective and you're just like, oh, I didn't see it that way. They could have probably saw it that way. I could be a little bit more understanding now in this situation, and maybe I could, I don't want to say give way, but really put some foot forward in trying to be the better person in the situation, even if they might not reciprocate it. But if they're a true friend and they really love you, they will reciprocate the same energy, and maybe they even understand and will authentically talk to you about what their problems were. So all that to be said, that's how these two people are in Lisa's life, Mingyu and whoever this privileged lady is, Jenny or not. Whoever this is, maybe she's close with another member from Blackpink. But all that to be said, or maybe it's just somebody that she's friends with outside of Blackpink, or who knows? It could be Billie Eilish. Go figure. I would have no clue who this privileged lady could be, but I'm always just going to assume Jenny, because it's been the four girls for as long as I've known. And they're now just really branching out and making friends with people. So because of that, I feel like it just might be like 75% Jenny. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading about how Mingyu and Lisa's friendship or relationship or workship is. They are definitely companions to each other. They got each other's back. They can vent and talk to each other. They can get advice from each other. They hold each other down. What else can I say? It's just a supportive, healthy friendship, relationship, partnership, workship, connectionship between Lisa and Mingyu. And Lisa feels comfortable and confident enough to talk to Mingyu, and vice versa, he feels the same, and they love to be there for each other. And even if they do have some disagreements or arguments with each other, they have the love for each other to maintain their friendship and always work it out. And and because of that, they're like friends for life. I know that's like a huge overstatement, but that's the best way I could put their energy. They like thick as thieves. Lisa and Mingyu for life. Not literally and not relationship, but that's just like how tight their friendship is to each other. And I'm honestly glad that Lisa can find that in a few people, whether that be the same sex or the opposite sex. It doesn't matter who can comfort you, hear you out, and be there for you. As long as you have somebody out there for you, it is always a better time. And you always get through whatever obstacle might be presented in front of you. I'm talking about Lisa. Whatever obstacles presented in front of her in her future, whenever she's going to come across, she has Mingyu right there that she could talk to, get some advice, get some counseling, really get some decision making. So with that, I hope you enjoyed my reading about Mingyu and Lisa's friendship, partnership, relationship, workship, co-workership, connectionship. I think I covered every ship that they could cover, because I think they cover every ship there is to cover, because that's just how close they are in this energy. And I can say that with this loyal dog, and I can say that with this contract, and I can also say that with this son. And honestly, there is nothing wrong with home, so I can say that confidently with the home as well. The only two things that are a little bit concerning, but this is only temporary, because this is what she's just currently coming from and going to have to deal with in the future, and that's just a burden in the moon. So it's just a little murky time right now, but that's okay. She has somebody that she can talk to. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading on Lisa and Mingyu's friendship, and how they are literally friends. And I'm glad to see that. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please give it a thumbs up if you have not, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And leave a comment if there's anybody else who would like me to read on. And with that being said, sunflowers.